Hi. So, um, you're following me here. Maybe you should also be following me on Snapchat. I don't know how to link my Snapchat to my YouTube though. But I'm either Dan Dan or AZ Dan Dan. Yeah, that's helpful. You're gonna find that. I bet you're gonna get right on that. You're gonna like go crazy and be like, which Dan Dan is Daniel Daniels from YouTube in Arizona? AZ? Yeah, I don't. I wish I could just like reach up and kind of do a little doodad. It's just so weird how it doesn't really line up with where I put my finger. And I wish I could say just just like click right there, to be added to my Snapchat. But my Snap stories get updated pretty regularly, and this is sort of an effort to do these videos, so not updated as much, and it's all kind of not making a lot of sense right now anyway. So I made it to my mental health clinic. I wasn't feeling comfortable driving, so I put my car at the park and ride, and I guess I left my mask there because I found myself needing to get on the train and not having a mask on me, and they don't let you get on the train if you don't have a mask. And the only thing I had that I could improvise a mask out of was a bag from 7-Eleven that I had my apple fritter in. And fortunately, my apple fritter's got its own smaller bag, so I was able to poke a hole in the bag for my eye and put it on my head and get to my mental health clinic. But they weren't really of any help there. Although they gave me a mask, and I don't think I mentioned it on YouTube, but I went there. I might have mentioned it on YouTube. I don't remember from one day to the next what I did and didn't mention to whom, which is one of the things I'm really struggling with. But I know oh fuck. So I know sometime last week I made it to my mental health clinic and told them I was having some pretty bad symptoms and needed help, and my case manager, I understand, like, they probably violated HIPAA rules even telling me this much, but it's my understanding that she had surgery and that she's not recovering well and may never be coming back. And she seems to be the only person who really understands me at that clinic. And I guess everybody else is doing their job. And I don't know. If I was to say I think the biggest problem with mental health service providers, at least in the United States, or I can't even judge the United States, Arizona, Phoenix metro area. The biggest problem with mental health service providers and also assistance services for people with mental health is when your mental health degrades to the point that you really need them, they're not accessible. And by this I mean the things that you need to do to get the help become the hurdles, the ladders that you need to climb are insurmountable. It's kind of like telling somebody who's lost their legs that, hey man, there are crutches available for you, but you're going to have to walk about 10 miles. The dude with no legs, he can't walk 10 miles. He can't. I mean, maybe he can crawl, but and drag himself with his arms, but what is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? And what if he doesn't? What of him then? So I guess that's the operative question right now. Am I going to make it? So one of my biggest challenges lately has been keeping power in my phone. I'm pretty reliant on my phone, my iPhone, for everything. And my power is pretty low right now. And somewhere in the process of losing my face mask, which was needed to get on the train, I also misplaced my iPhone cable, and I don't have an iPhone charger either. So last I checked, I think I was down to like 7% on the phone, and so they said that my appointment was today in 2 hours, which is crazy because I mean I was here last week and I could have sworn they set my appointment for Tuesday, and I can't seem to find my appointment cards either. But somebody there helped me and worked me through how to work the calendar in my iPhone, and I put it all in there, and I'm like, okay, this is really good. We got it all in one day. I got an appointment with my therapist for an hour, and then a half hour later I got my appointment with my doctor, so I will be here, and I'll just make sure I'm here like Tuesday morning. And I put it in my iPhone, and I set it with alerts to remind me, because there's a chance that by the time, Tuesday rolled around, I would have zero recollection of having made these appointments. So at least when it came up on my when I got notices, receive notices on my iPhone, it'd be like, oh, I have appointments, and I can go to my calendar and see it. And because this has been so top of mind for me, I've been regularly checking. It's like, okay, it's Tuesday, my appointments are Tuesday. And then on Friday I got this text message from them, and I do recall putting that on Snapchat. I got this text message from them telling me that I had an appointment on Monday, and that if I had to do a text message to confirm it, but it was like a code, like text this code back to confirm it, or call this phone number if you have any questions or you need to reschedule. And then I called the phone number, and there was no answer at the phone number. We went to a machine. The machine said that it gave their office hours of Monday through Friday. They were closed. Call back within office hours Monday through Friday. In the time I had called was within their office hours. So maybe they were closed because it was Good Friday, and some people consider that a holiday. I mean, I'm not Catholic, but some people do consider that to be a holiday, and other people will take any excuse they can to not provide services and close their doors. So but which is fine, but nowhere in the recording did it say, oh, by the way, we're also closed for Good Friday. And if their phone number is closed for Good Friday, why is the automation sending out text messages saying that if you have a problem with your appointment, call this number, and providing a number which is not being answered on Good Friday? Like, how about not send those text messages also on Good Friday? Am I making sense? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. All I know is it just seems very dysfunctional and was very confusing to me. And I sent a text message back to that number which went unanswered because probably that robot isn't there's not an actual human taking care of the people with severe mental illness that are being sent these text messages. This to me seems like it would be something difficult for me to understand and cope with in the best of mental states, and in the state I'm in now, it's pretty overwhelming. So anyway, so I made it here today to try to get help. They confirmed that there's an appointment today. They didn't explain how it got changed from Tuesday to Monday. That was not explained to me. And I was like, well, when is that? It's in 2 hours. So I can stay here for 2 hours, but can I plug in my phone? So I'm down to less than 10%. Can I plug in my phone? It's kind of my lifeline. And they were like, well, there's a plug in there if you've got the stuff to connect to it. But I didn't have the stuff to connect to it, and they were unable to provide me the stuff to connect to it. So I told her, it's like, I guess I can't stay here. So I wish they had those things. And they provide the things I need, and those were the things I needed. COVID cough's getting out of hand. No, just kidding. It's probably just allergies. Anyway, so I guess I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass. I was hoping if I showed up without a car, maybe they'd consider actually giving me a transit pass. Sometimes I don't feel like, with my level of confusion and the panic attacks I'm having, I think I shouldn't maybe be driving so much, because a panic attack when you're behind the wheel is a very scary thing. When you're having a episode like the episodes I'm having, schizoaffective, I guess I don't always call it, but like I'm having such bad schizoaffective disorder symptoms that I'm having panic attacks. I don't think I should be having that happen behind the wheel. So, but they won't give me a transit pass if I drive here. So I was thinking maybe if I showed up and was like, I don't have my car, they'd actually be willing to give me one of those, but it wasn't offered. In fact, all I was given was a mask and confirmation that my appointment that was previously confirmed was on Tuesday is today at a time, but they didn't write the time down for me, and I told them that I'm having trouble remembering stuff. So without it being given to me on paper, I'm really incapable of remembering what time it is. But at the time I was there, it was 2 hours away. She's talking to herself too, so it's not so weird these days. She probably has a headset, or maybe she's as crazy as I am. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to. I've got a mask, so getting on the train will be a little less problematic as long as I don't lose it between here and the train station. So I think I'm gonna try to get back to my car, try to eat my apple fritter because my tummy hurts, but I couldn't eat my apple fritter while sitting in the mental health clinic because I had to have a mask on, and I couldn't do it. Well, there's no eating on the train, so there's that. So I need to find a place where I can be comfortable enough to eat my apple fritter, but I need to be by the train station so I don't miss my train, and I need to get back to my car. Hang on, I still have my car keys, so it's probably the next thing to get lost. Anyway, I've wasted 11 minutes and 20 seconds on this, so I'm going to stop it and try to upload it. And thank you for watching. Thank you for caring. And like and subscribe. Smash that bell button thing.